Right, this is my solution to Paul's Raspberry Pi lesson number 15 using a potentiometer. First of all, this is my board, fairly standard. It's got the little chip in the middle and the potentiometer and an LED. Right, first of all, first program to look at is just the plain ordinary program that reads a value from the potentiometer and prints it out. Now, the reason why I've included this is because you don't actually have to use GPIO, the RPi.GPIO library at all, because it just takes care of itself, which makes it an awful lot easier and cleaner. So here we go, we'll just run this, and there we are. It's nearly top whack. Can turn it right up, that's full, and this one can go right down to 0, and then you can just go Control C. Now that was just to show that you can in fact do it without using the GPIO library at all. Now the next program is using the LED, and this time I'm using the GPIO library, and it's a very simple program. All my code will be in the description of this video if anyone cares. Right, so we will put my trusty little thing on top and we'll run this, and it comes on, it's on at 56. You can get it to go right down to 0. Up we go, up to the top and down to go. Nothing terribly interesting in that. Right, Control C. Now this is what I'm quite pleased with. It is doing exactly the same thing, but using the GPIO.0 library instead of RPi.GPIO, because it is so simple. I just import the pwm LED and tell it the pin number, and that is all of the program. And if I run it, it should be doing exactly the same thing. Oh, apart from the value for the LED has to be between 0 and 1, but that's no biggie. Right, run that. Right, that is that's maximum brightness, minimum brightness, turn it up, Control C out of that. Now I did the same thing on the Raspberry Pi, the Raspberry Pico, and here is the code for the initial just getting the values and printing them. And you can see that on the Pico it's very, very simple, and also the wiring is simple because it has the inbuilt ADC already. Right, I will have to move. I mean, we're just comparing. That's the code for the Raspberry Pi 4, and that's the code for the Raspberry Pi 0. Pretty simple. I'll move that over there because we aren't interested in that. And this is the wiring for the Pico, which, as you can see, is a lot simpler. Right, so I'll just run this program, and the numbering system is different because it's unsigned binary 16-digit, and my potentiometer is very, very big. Right, and as you can see, I've turned it right down and it won't go down to naught. I can turn it up again. Right, Control C out of there. Now this not going down to naught is a bit of a problem, so we'll go on to the one with the LED, and because it doesn't go right down, in order to turn the LED off, I've put in these lines. So if it's 400 or less, you just make it naught, otherwise it won't go off nicely. Right, we will put the little hat on. The Pi 4 nearly fell off. Right, we'll run it. Right, that is pretty near by the top, and down, 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 and this time the value displayed by the LED is naught because I tweaked that, so it will go up and down, and you can see that it's a lot simpler when you use a built-in ADC, but I just included that as an example. So Control C out of that, and there we have it.